What's up everybody, and welcome to another video here on Alvaro's Outdoor Adventures. In today's video I'm going to show you how to clean shotguns and guns so you can keep them rust free. As you can see, this is all my arsenal I have for hunting and self-protection as well, but I'll go into details of what is each gun or rifle and how do I use them. Stick around and hope you like this video. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing, hit the bell button so you can get notified anytime I upload a video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and stay tuned. Now let's go into cleaning the firearm. This is my arsenal. First one, it's Mossberg 243. This is what my wife uses for hunting when we go out deer and hog hunting. This is the rifle she'll use. This is also 243 for Mossberg. This is one my stepson uses for deer and hog hunting. This one here, it's very, very special to me. This was passed down by my father. He bought it for him. It's a Remington 30-06. I love this rifle, and plus it's a gift from my father, and this is the one I use for deer and hog hunting. Usually just for deer, but it depends on what area I go for hog hunting. Moving right along, this is a Mossberg 12 gauge shotgun. This is what I use for turkey and dove. You could only shoot pellets with this one, so that was a bummer. I was in the impression that you could shoot both slugs and pellets with this, but you can't use shoot slug with this one because the barrel's not designed for that. Now, the shotgun was also given to me by my father. It's a Remington 20 gauge. This is the one I'm going to be shooting this coming weekend, and the reason is this barrel you could shoot slugs and pellets with. In the place I'm going to, there's it's open for hog hunting when you're shooting doves, when you're hunting doves. So this is the shotgun that I'm going to be carrying this coming weekend. This here is my son's, my 7-year-old air rifle. He shoots squirrels, rabbits, anything small, any small game. He'll shoot with this. It's Crosman, it's nitro. These are the ones where you bring him down and get him up. It doesn't use any CO2s like other rifles. This is I believe it's nitro. So all you have to do is crank it down and bring it back up, and then actually crank it down, put the pellet in, bring it up, and it's ready to shoot. So this is the one he uses when he goes out with me. He's 7 years old, so he can't really shoot any of these. Once he goes probably next year, or either 8 or 9 years old, when he could legally hunt mammals, he'll be using either my wife's or my stepson's rifle, the ones they use. This is my wife's 22 revolver. She really liked this. I got this on a 2-for-1 deal at a local store here, or a chain store at Academy here in Texas. You would buy this gun for like 300 or 200 something, and they'll give you this one for free. So this is a 22 revolver. This is a 9mm. This is the gun I use every day for personal use, self-defense. So I do have a license to carry, and I always carry concealed. I never carry it outside where everybody could see it, but this is the gun I use. It's similar. It's the same exact brand, but I always have it on me. This was the first gun I bought, and I bought it in California. It's a Smith & Wesson, it's a 40 caliber. This one only has the California, of course, what is it, 10 round magazine. But I'm planning to get order bigger magazines for that because we could use them bigger here in Texas. This 9mm, I think it comes with a 13 round magazine. And it comes with 2 magazines. Tactical shooting, so it's perfect for self-defense. Recording? You want to do magic trick?
Yeah.
No? Here's a box. Nothing in the box, it's a regular box with a magic dice. Ordinary dice and an empty bag, right? So I'll put the dice inside the bag. See, it's an empty box. So if I take the dice, put it inside the box, here's where the magic happens. So there's the dice. And I can make it disappear by just tapping it this way. See? Dice is gone. Well, you're going to say it's on this side because I tilted, but it's not on this side either. It's empty. You could also say it's over here because I tilted it. See, but it's not on this side either because there's nothing in there. It's just a magic box where the dice disappears. I'm going to show you this side again, and there's nothing there. So it could be an illusion and you say it's over here where, oh my God, there's the dice. Well, anyway, I showed it to you, there's the dice. But it's all illusion. It's all in magic because if you pay close attention to the box, there's nothing here, and there's nothing here. See? The dice was always in the bag. There it is. Okay, so starting off with my daily use, Taurus 9mm handgun. I'm going to use a blank or empty magazine. How I could get it open, and then I'll release it. Always make sure you have no round in there because you're going to have to dry fire this gun in order for you to make, disassemble it. So from here, what you're going to do is, let me bring this up close. These 2 thingamajigs here you're going to bring down. And you're going to hold it down, and then you're going to push this lever down, and it's going to release it. Okay? So like that. From here, you're going to, still holding this part, you're going to have to dry fire. So once you dry fire, this comes forward. So you have to do those steps, otherwise you're not going to be able to get this part out. Okay. From here I take the spring coil out from the barrel. So there we have a disassembled Taurus 9mm gun. So I use cotton swabs. By the way, this is an old jean. Make sure you do a dirty or old rag you're not going to use anymore. I will use this one. These are the 2 types of lubricants I use to clean my firearms with, and I use this case that's pretty handy. It has a lot of cleaning tools. Use the same rag. I really don't go into brushes a lot. because I really don't want to mess up or scratch up the gun. But I use cotton swabs and oil, and then I go through all the small places that I can. So you're gonna get dirty, so expect that. What I do is I would lubricate part of the cotton swab and then generously apply the lubricant through where you're gonna be cleaning up first. So once I've lubricated, I just go in and put pressure on the cotton swab. That way it's penetrating all the areas, and you're taking all the dirt off, all the excess moist off, and getting all clean. So I don't fire this. I haven't fired other than target shooting this firearm. It's been a while since I fired it, so even though I don't fire it, it still gets quite dirty. And it's because you have your clothes on. Here in Texas, I sweat a lot. While my sweat comes into this, and all the dust that's out there, it'll be collected. And even though it's concealed, dirt will find its way. Like, I'm pretty sure on all the videos that I've posted, you never thought I'd had this gun on me, but on all the videos I have that gun on me. It's just that I carry it concealed. Now, do look into your local state laws. There are some laws that you would have to open carry regardless. Second Amendment allows you to open carry a gun or possess. Second Amendment allows you to possess a firearm. So make sure if you're able to, I'm not going to go into that legality of it, that you have a firearm for backup. You may never know when you might need it. Thank God I haven't need to use this gun other than target practice. I think I only pulled it out once to shoot a hog that was running, but I ended up not taking the shot. It was running too fast. But you never know when you're gonna use it, when you're gonna need it, and it's better that you never use it or never need it and have it, rather than needing it and not having it and wishing you would had one. Okay, like I said, I haven't been in that position. I hope not to be in that position, but thank God for the Second Amendment that we are able to purchase, carry, and possess any firearms through our good old amendments. Like I said, just keep on putting pressure on the cotton swab and getting as much dirt off of it and keeping it lubricated. You'll get to a place, to a spot where you're actually feeling the stick of the cotton swab touching the firearm. That's when either you roll it a bit and you keep on scrubbing. I'll use that term. But you're gonna need a couple, so make sure you have a couple of them handy. Otherwise, you're gonna be going up and down or trying to get some more. But again, just apply pressure and scrub away. You want to get the main important parts. That way I won't bore you cleaning the whole gun. Inside here you have other metal objects. You want to lubricate all the metal objects that you have. You want to have it working smoothly every time and not thinking if it's going to fire, if it's not going to fire, and all that stuff. Keep it lubricated, keep it clean every time you can. I use it every day. I clean it at least once a week. maybe it's too much, but the amount I sweat and I carry it daily. Anytime I go out, I carry it, and even here at the house, I'm carrying it. So nobody knows until now, whoever sees this video, that I'm carrying my weapon all the time. But I do, so it gets pretty dirty pretty fast. I don't have it locked up on any storage, and when I go to bed, it's right on my nightstand. Morning, I wake up, take a shower, get ready, and I strap it up. So you want to make sure that you get all the parts, all the metal parts in, all the places where dirt can hide, it will get there. Get it all out and scrub hard. You will not damage it. Sometimes I use a cloth. I'll pour in some lubricant to the cloth and then apply that to the parts that I'm cleaning. Get as much dirt out of them as you can. And clean them daily, constantly. You know, it'll make your gun last longer. So how to put it back? So let me clear all the excess on the outside. I'm going to leave the excess lubricant inside the metal piece. This way it'll stay lubricated. How to put it back? First you put in, and then you put the spring back in. You want to put a little force to it, and make sure it's all the way inside on the first hinge, or you don't want it doesn't fit on the second, so it has to be all the way in the bottom. And make sure it's all the way in the bottom before you put it all back together. From here, you're gonna put this spot right here, this part, you're gonna line it up to these two parts here and just slide back, slide it all the way back and let it go. So there you go, this gun is ready to go. All you have to do is put in your magazine and you're done. Since this is my daily carry, I'm gonna put my magazine that already has my bullets in there. Mossberg has it's really noticeable for this part to get stuck like this, but it's because it's not well lubricated inside. Okay, so what I do, it's push on this little tab here and bring it just about there, I'd say. Then unscrew it. And then you can bring your barrel out. I think it needs to be a little bit more. There you go. Bring your barrel out. You want to get this part lubricated here because this does get stuck on here. And make sure then you get all of these pieces, all of these parts here lubricated, all of this lubricated on both sides, the inside part as well, and all these guides that you have on here. You want to get that lubricated, that way it won't get stuck on you once you need to pump. I'm used to pump action shotguns. I don't have any automatic or semi-automatic shotguns. This is the same scenario with this Remington. You'll push on this tab here, bring the pump a little bit down and unscrew this. And you unscrew this part here. Now that's all apply some lubricant to this part on both shotguns here. That way it won't get hard when you're trying to unscrew it. Again, take out the barrel. I clean the whole barrel with this lubricant. Any lubricant will do. Doesn't matter the brand, as long as it keeps the parts lubricated and it cleans it right off. I won't use it on this barrel because it's camoed. This won't rust at all. But all the parts that are not camoed, I do want to lubricate and clean them all up inside. On this one, I could go farther in to lubricate this part. The same with this guides here, the inside part of it, and everything I could get in here, I clean it up with a rag and any type of lubricant. There's no need to spend hundreds of dollars on a lubricant. They all lubricate, they all do the same thing. Okay, so these you can find them out at any store, any academy, Sports Marts in California, Big Five in California. Here you can buy them anywhere. See, Walmart carries these. That's where I buy them. These are good. They'll lubricate. They do the job. Okay, you'll see some spray lubricants as well. It's really a preference. They all do the same thing. I won't spend more than $5 or $3 for one of these. I won't spend a lot on something that one of these could last you a whole year. Cleaning your guns every week or every other week. Okay. So that's how you open this one up. I'll show you the cleaning on this one and then I'll assemble them back. This one I do use a big rag. I'll take all the dirt off first. I'm going to switch this over because that's where I clean it with the dirt. And then here, I'll apply it generously on the barrel. And I'll also include some on the rag. And then I just clean away. Again, putting pressure on where you're cleaning. The extra pressure is going to prevent any rust. It's still going to get dirt. Now, if you're going to go out hunting in the woods, trust me, it will get scratched up. It will get dirt all over the place. So, but that's why you clean it. I always carry a similar rag like this on my rifle case. Anytime I just finish from hunting, before I put my rifle or my shotgun away, I put some of the lubricant on the rag, and then I just swipe it off. Do a small, and then I just clean it off with that before I put it into the case. And I don't go into details with it. I don't put it apart. I just clean it over on top. And once I'm home or or every other week I'll go in and take it apart and clean it inside. So again, I want to get all these guides clean. On the inside part, I go back to the cotton swab. And I'll put pressure on it as I'm cleaning it inside. Even even before you hunt, you want to give it like a small rub, even with the rag. That if you're using a rag like me, that I just use it and toss it in my bag, it already has enough lubricant on them. I know the smell will get to it, but once in a while I'll go ahead and swipe it down, especially like in the first day of the hunt. If I don't clean it the night before, I'll just swipe it down the first day once I get out in the woods before I start walking. Again, there's some spots here that I can't reach good, so I'll put this cotton swab in there with some lubricant in it. I'll just go ahead and start scrubbing inside. Now be careful, the cotton swab will leave some cotton behind. You want to make sure that you always take it out so it won't interfere or be something that would hinder your shooting. Get it all nice and clean. These shotguns, they come with a plug. This, especially this one's because we bought them in California. This was gifted by my father. So they have a plug inside, so you could only have 3 shots in there. Here in Texas, I remove the plug that it came because we are no longer required to have 3 shots in there unless we're hunting dove. So make sure you look on your on your state laws on how many rounds you could have on them. And if you're in one of those states that require you to have like 3, at most 3 slugs in there, make sure you have the plug in there, otherwise you will get fined by not having that. Now putting it back, you're gonna line this up and then put it in. You don't have to bring your pump all the way down. You can just literally have it all the way up. I just to give it a little bit down so this would fit with no problem, and then I'll just bring it up. You want to make sure the grooves here match up, line up, and once you have that, you can start putting this back together. Like I said, I'm gonna lubricate this part as well. Make sure it's well lubricated. And trust me, I do have a lot of lubricant on this rag. That way, because this locks up when you're, if you leave it on there too long, or the dust it collects, because this has a hole, and dust finds its way anywhere. So let's give it a quick clean. Like I said, bring your pump a little bit down, put in your barrel, make sure you line it up. Once it's lined up to this group here, then you're set to lock it into place. Then I'll just double check it's lined up for making sure, and then you're set. I like to keep this part as clean as I can because that's where I'm going to be looking through, especially on my little peep right here. Keep all of that clean. Now it's good to go. So quick putting this one back. I'm not going to go into details into cleaning. It's the same as that shotgun. Line it up. I'm going to bring the pump a little bit down. And again, line the grooves up. And once that's done, you can lock it into place. And before you do all the way, that's where I like to make sure that these grooves are lined up and that everything lines up. This one needs a little bit twist. So a little bit this way, and then I can lock it all the way up. So there you have it, guys. Hopefully you learn how to clean certain guns. I know every gun has a specific way on how to disassemble them, open them, and then to clean them up. Hopefully this video helped you, but let me know in the comments what you think about the video. All the guns I have, these are the only ones I know how to clean. I don't know any other brand because I don't have that brand, but I'll do my best to answer your questions. But certainly let me know if this video was helpful for you. Like I said, dove season's around the corner, so I'll be shooting some film out there with all the dove hunters. I'll be dove hunting as well, and I'm gonna scout out this new area, and then the next day I'll probably take my kid. He loves hunting, but until then, be safe out there, and I'll see you at the outdoors.